Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to War on the Sea, a new game out by Killerfish Games, the developers of Cold Waters and Atlantic Fleet, a game that takes place in the Pacific Theater of Operations, 1942-43, specifically focusing on the Guadalcanal campaign. This is episode number 20 of my Let's Play series playing as the Americans, or as the Allies, actually. We have used a few Australian units so far. And we are currently in the midst of trying to pull back from Guadalcanal after a carrier sortie and a loss of some convoy ships to Japanese air attack. Guadalcanal has been built up to an immense facility with level 5 airfield, which allows Bettys to operate out of there with torpedoes and immense range. And so our immediate priority is going to be to reduce that airfield from a 5 down to a 4 or a 3 or a 2. Even just getting it down to a 4 will reduce the Bettys, so that'll allow us to have some more success there. But before we can even do that, we've got to withdraw our forces from this latest fiasco. And in our last episode, we sort of watched the beginning of the journey of the O'Bannon, an American destroyer that had been badly damaged and was evading numerous enemy attacks to try and get out of Hell's Highway, if you will, of Japanese air attacks. And in today's episode, we will continue the O'Bannon's journey, the O'Bannon's story, and while I would normally try to edit some of this out, I do think it is a compelling tale of this American destroyer attempting to withdraw. It would make a great role-playing device, which I would like to do with this series at some point. I do think it could be a lot of fun with this series to kind of do like a point of view perspective of fight the campaign, but then tell the story from a couple of points of view, almost like a Herman Walks Winds of War type of a thing, where you kind of jump from, maybe you follow one destroyer, and maybe you've got like sort of a story you're telling from the perspective of the commander, where you show like, here's the strategy and here's what we're going to try and do. But then the tactical battles, you sort of come at it from a point of view of, if there's a battle going on, you only have a point of view on one destroyer with one character of yours, in theory, this fictional character that you build up as being on this destroyer. And maybe, one of your air bases has a squadron pilot or whatever, who, when those planes go up, you focus in on that battle, but then you cut out all the other stuff so that you don't show everything going on in the Let's Play. You don't show everything like you would in a normal Let's Play series from the perspective of a player, and you almost turn it into this like sitcom or soap opera as it's going on. I think that could be a lot of fun to do something like that. Kind of like what Wolfpack 345 does at the start of his videos, when he's almost got like a diary entry for his pilots in his IL-2 campaign, but more pulled through the entire video to tell that story. That could be fun. I don't know, for me anyway. And this kind of game really gives you the opportunity to do that. There have been some amazing AARs for War in the Pacific that have tried to do that. Like, I think one of the best AARs I've ever written was like a 300-page story about a single Japanese destroyer. This guy played War in the Pacific day by day, and he told the entire story of the entire campaign just from the point of view and the lens of what an individual destroyer and its crews would experience. That was Cuttlefish years and years ago, who put together, I think it was a small ship or little ship big war, or small ship big war, the voyage of the Hibiki. I can't remember the particular ship, but it was immaculately done. I think you could do something like that with this. But that's enough of me rambling. Let's jump back into the live stream that was taken from my Twitch channel from a little bit over a week ago now. And let's see what the voyage of the O'Bannon has in store for us, if she can make it out alive. She survived a 50-minute episode last time. Let's see if she can make it out into safety down to New Hebrides, or maybe she can get repaired. Let's actually just have the San Juan head south, back toward New Hebrides. Enemy dive bombers. Who are they going for? I'm assuming we're going to see enemy torpedo bombers too. Oh no, it's the San Juan. She's the one I want to get out. At least the fighters are kind of close in, right? Let's just do this right away. Let's go ahead and set them to max speed. And then move them toward the ship to start. Hopefully the enemy's not inside our range. They probably are. Yep. Looks like dive bombers. I'm not sure if we see any torpedo bombers. How's the flooding? Heavy? Can't take much damage. Wildcats are moving in at flank speed, though. No sign of any torpedo bombers, though, so that's good at least. All right, level out. Meanwhile, Wildcats are speeding in here. They've got a speed advantage over the Japanese dive bombers. I don't know if they've got enough of an advantage to close the gap. If they do, this will quickly become a turkey shoot. I'm just going to keep them on a straight path. Yeah, I don't think they're going to beat them. Because if the Japanese just go straight in, if they had to, like, pivot or something like that, then that might work out, but we're closing. Not enough. They're going to get there first. I think a single bomb on the San Juan at this point. All right, let's pause. Because that's one of the squadrons down there. Actually, they're both down here. So let's target, attack. Okay, we'll see if we can get down there. See, this would be a great, like, attack from above scenario. They're so close to the enemy, to the shipping, though. They dropped their bombs. God damn it. Like, what's the fucking purpose of having fighters screen your... Not a single hit there. Interesting. That last one hit him with 2. Critical damage. Slow the ship down. I just don't... I'm very frustrated that your cap is never close enough to your ships to provide any cover. No matter where you spawn, no matter what the battle is, the bomber always gets through. Bomber Harris would be pleased. I think that's the second Atlanta class we're going to lose. Yeah, it's not much of a cap. It's more like a reactive, like, oh, they bombed us. Let's go get them. Just shoot the bastard down. You don't need to wait till you're point blank. You've got the ammo. You're fine. Gotta manually tell you to shoot your guns. I know this is not at all realistic fire discipline. But hey, this guy's going to have 3 kills in one flight. Good job for him. I don't know when the U.S. is going to get another class of ships. The Zumwalt was supposed to be the next one, and then they got too expensive and they got canceled, and they just kept upgrading Burks. Not sure when or what they'll replace that with. But I don't know that there's much more space in the hull of the... Where are you going? That there's much more space in the hull of the Burke for further upgrades and models and things like that. still too far away. Wait, why did they turn around? Why didn't they? You guys literally had this guy in your sight. Well, if the AI tail gunner is shooting at you, I would think you should be able to hit with your main guns. Yeah, you're flying like an idiot. I've never seen them do that. It's like he's an uncontrolled spin. What is he doing? The new frigate's not a Burke. It's a Italian design, I believe. They're making them in Wisconsin, though, so on Wisconsin, boys. I think they're putting a lot of systems on them that would be like on a Burke or something, like radar platforms and other things like that. But I'm not as versed in that, so I don't know for sure. Can we just shoot this last sucker down? The AI always shoots too late, by the way, when they do their passes like that. Their head-on passes. It seems like they always shoot too late. Alright, the Wildcat's behind it. I think it's still too far out. Yeah. Alright, we'll go for a head-on pass. Just fly through my bullets, sir. You like how that rear gunner, the AI behind the aircraft, shot way too late again? Alright, this should be good. Good range, good angle. You got him. He's smoking real bad and gone. Alright, so that should be it, right? I can get right out. So the San Juan is technically still alive. Critical damage, heavy. We lost 1 aircraft, they lost 8. So we'll see if the enemy's going to send torpedo bombers out. San Juan is still trying to limp home. Okay. Enemy torpedo bombers are spotted near the O'Bannon. Poor, poor O'Bannon. And again, our fighters are way off in the middle of nowhere. O'Bannon, turn on your radar and go. I believe the enemy fights with the same rules. Kartras. Hey, look, they're already, like, right there. I guess maybe they came in low. Maybe this is an understandable position. By the way, do we not have rudder control? Because it doesn't seem like you're turning. Heavy, moderate flooding, heavy damage. 27 knots. The enemy bombers are turning away. Probably, yeah, they're trying to lose altitude so they can come in on the attack. So that'll buy the Wildcats a little bit of time. But not enough. They're for sure going to get their torpedoes in the water. We just have to hope that maybe they can pass below the ship. Also, our rear 5-inchers are all out of action. Fleet spawning lake? Can they like spawn fleets where they're not? They don't have to sail them down from Rabaul? Yeah, there was a Wichita class in World War II, Devonia. I guess I'd rather lose a destroyer than a cruiser. So if I had to choose which aircraft I want, or which ship I wanted to lose. All right, let's do this. Attack at max speed, boys. But you're going to be too late. The torpedoes are already going to be dropped. Trying to turn into the enemy torpedo bombers. They should be straight ahead of us. Our only two working 5-inchers are the forwards on the Fletcher here. Mr. Blade Brown Jr., 18 minutes ago. I think I forgot to thank you, but thank you very much for the follow. It's appreciated. This whole stream is just me trying to get this fiasco from the last stream withdrawn without too much damage. South Carolina A guy? Or just SCA guy? Either way, thank you for the follow. Alright, turn into them, boys. Your rudder control sucks. Here they come. Two groups stacked up on each other. My Wildcats are ordered to fight, but they suck. Turn! Turn! Be real nice to see like a direct 5-inch hit on a couple of these guys. We need those radar proximity fuses right now. I think the fish are down. Well, actually, I haven't seen them release yet. Now they're down. Rudder amidships. I think we'll pass between these. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, second flight. We may not be so lucky, but we got through the first flight. You're saying the AI gets to spawn ships even if they don't have command points for them, Blake? Well, that kind of sucks. That is a much tighter pack of torpedoes. We're in trouble. Oh, no. Maybe they'll miss. That's going to be close. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. They all missed. Wow. We passed perfectly between them. That's some World of Warship stuff there. No way, dude. That's legit. Those are U.S. Army captains. They heroes. Heroes. No damage. I mean, beyond the crippling damage we've already suffered. Now our fighters are finally going to show up. I'm sure the destroyer crew is going to be like, fuck you guys. What the hell? No luck, all skill. Damn right, Pasco. No luck, all skill. Let's shred these guys. All right. You go for this one enemy bomber on the flank. You can take it by yourself. Breaking formation. Gonna be a hero. Swinging around and by yourself. Meanwhile, we'll let those other three go for those two bombers. One of the difficult things, I think, anyway, is the G4 is pretty fast for a bomber of its size, right? So the closing speed is not very good. You can see they're climbing, they're gaining altitude, so they were way down on the deck before, but we're up to 3,000 feet now. Line up. Are we too far out? Looks like we're shooting over the damn guy. Get him. Can you not aim? Jesus Christ. All right, second one going down. Well, you suck. Tell Yamato I said hi. Oh, wait, he's not dead yet. God damn it. Take over. It won't let me take over. Alright, now it will. Never mind. They got him. Alright, there's one more enemy bomber heading away, but he's kind of far out, so... Not gonna bother. Alright, well, that one was a victory, sort of. Our destroyer didn't take any more damage anyway. Newhauser, the question is, do you need the mission to be fulfilled, right? Because the U.S. didn't have a littoral combat ship like the LCSs before. And you're right, a frigate couldn't do that inshore stuff. But unless we're going to go to war in Iran, and we're dealing with all those like fast attack patrol craft, which I guess is a war you have to prepare for, although would be kind of foolish to start. I suppose you could use them in the South Pacific? Maybe? But, like, is that a mission you have to do? And is it a mission that you have to do at that cost? Off of Africa? Okay. So, like, anti-piracy stuff? I guess. It just seems like a very expensive, single-purpose type asset. It does not seem like a very efficient allocation of funds. I'm not saying that they aren't built to do a specific mission and that they are, you know, they obviously do the mission they're supposed to do, but is that a mission that you need to, does the U.S. Navy need to spend those kind of resources on that particular mission? I guess I'm unaware of the near losses of ships. Unless you're talking like the high-profile collisions and shit. Yes, I'm aware of the coal. I think the question becomes how much, like, is mitigating those one-off risks that have not exactly been frequent or in any event. I mean, coal was what, like 20 years ago? How much money is it worth to mitigate that risk by having a better purpose-built ship, I guess is the question, right? Those things are not worth, what do they cost? $500 million? What do you get for that money? I think that's a fundamental question that the U.S. procurement process needs to ask. Is not whether some missions need to be done, but how much are you getting for what you're spending? And I know procurement is incredibly complex and not easy to fix, and it's not, you know, me shit talking on the internet isn't as an ignorant fool. I'm not going to fix it. But I do think too often we ask not whether we can do something, but whether we should. Well, that's a float plane, so we can ignore that. Although, I don't like the idea of enemy submarines being around. Let's see if we can't use our B-17s to find them. Okay. Wildcat. Well, I get the sense O'Bannon's about to get torpedoed and wrecked by a Japanese sub, because she's not going to be able to maneuver. What's her speed, anyway? Cut the speed down, I think, to 10 knots. Radar and sonar on, and go. Also, start turning. Oh, nope, they're aircraft. Okay. Engage, boys, engage! Let's slip the dogs of war. Okay. Jesus Christ, you literally banked so that you'd show them your belly and they just ripped it out. That was foolish. Well, you're going slow enough that you should pick up on the enemy with your sonar. We've lost one Wildcat so far. Open up, boys! Just let loose with your fucking guns. Oh, those are friendlies I was shooting at. Huh. Lol. Can you shoot? Fly through the bullets. Fly through them. There you go. Got one. No! They got you! Alright, we lost 2 Wildcats now. They've lost 1 of their planes. God damn it. If you had just kept firing for 1 second longer. Trying to micro this air battle without like actually having to fly, because I can't fly for shit. The air combat is so infuriating to watch in this. Sorry, hero, it tends to be like half the game. The naval combat is awesome to watch in this. I'm sure I could. We've lost 3 Wildcats for 1-0, but we'll get more. We'll get some. Oh, you're out of ammo? Well, shit. Well, that's what happens when I just willy-nilly hold the trigger down. I think I'm banking this one. I'm trying to... Got him! Well, that wasn't a very graceful engagement there, but I actually controlled that one. Another enemy aircraft down. That's 3 enemy fighters down. This guy has no ammo. I keep clicking on the fucker with no ammo. Pardon my language. Not a Wildcat? Shit. Come on. I'm controlling this guy, by the way. Turn faster. No, 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 no. Turn back. Trigger now. Damn. Alright, he's coming back. Got him! He's on your tail! I don't even know. Yep, everyone just sits at the same altitude. That's a lull. That is kind of a silly thing the game does. It's cool to watch the like dogfights and the planes turning and crisscrossing and all that. Like I really do think that portion is really enjoyable. But the way that the the aircraft all fight on one plane and there's no diving and, any of that is a little bit annoying. Alright, we just lost another wildcat. God damn, you could have collided with the fuckers. Turn back the other way. I'm trying to... You've got very little ammo left. Oh, I think that was a wildcat. I was shooting at the wrong guys. Sorry. God, this air combat takes for fucking ever. Another wildcat going down. Speaking of which, someone was complaining the other day on my channel that I swear too much. Oops. Come on! Come on! Nope. Who would have thought the Zero's gonna outturn me? Get him. I'm out of ammo. Damn it. Spray and pray doesn't work. Alright, well I'm going to exit out of this fight because my aircraft are pretty much toast. Ceasing attack. I'm pretty sure this wildcat has no ammo. This guy has no ammo. This guy has almost no ammo. And 6 has no ammo. So we're toast. Boogie out, boys. You can't ram. I have collisions off mute, man. Ramming is not an option. Ooh, I'm getting pinged on a 20-minute warning for a Quiplash match, so we may not be streaming for too much longer, folks. But we'll see. Maybe we'll blow it off. You never played Quiplash, Lake? It's a fun, like... It's kind of like apples to apples type deal. Sort of. Or maybe Cards Against Humanity. I don't know. Whoa! Oh, those are 2 wildcats. I thought they were zeros for a second. Nope, 3rd wildcat going down. Well, that's almost everybody. Rip to the Marines out of Naval again. God damn it, I thought he was going to bank right into you, but nope, you're hit from behind. All right, well, we can retreat now, right? We still got the O'Bannon, but I don't think they're going to attack. Also, by the way, me hitting the trigger button, restart, that's annoying. Lame. Let me double check one thing here real quick. Okay. Sorry about that. The game, I closed out of it for a second. The war will be over by the time that destroyer makes it back to base. Yeah, it feels like it anyway. Increase your speed to 22 knots, sir. Make best available speed and get back to port. Well, the good news is since my entire air wing was wiped out, we'll have a completely new set of fighters down at Naval Island that we can immediately cause to take off and fly up here and join the show. What? Agree with you completely, Newhouser. The only thing I would add is, and I know why they don't do it, but the only thing I would add is that, like, and this is more, I think, on Congress than anybody, but they should be building hefty buffers and margins into the cost that they're given, and they should know, you know, by now we should have learned better, and we should be better at anticipating cost overruns and building that into budgets and forecasts. Again, I know politically there are reasons why we don't do that, but that the reality of the matter is you've got to account for. I mean, you know it's going to be an issue on every new complex weapon system, and they never account for it. And I think a big part of it is the logic of, well, like, if we do that, then we'll get less of what we want, as opposed to if we just give them the initial cost estimates that we know will probably be undershot, then we'll get all these systems started, and then maybe we'll get some of everything. All right, so we can get out. By the way, that's a problem in all budgeting. It's not like it's limited to the U.S. military. All right, so actually, Renell Island can't launch aircraft for 1 hour, or 1/10 of an hour. All right, now it can. Goddamn, just sail directly south. You're so slow. All right, so we've made it to almost midday. This is whoops. I didn't mean to do that. At least you load in and out of maps real damn fast. Go shoot that fucker down. Like, there's gotta be an enemy sub around here. Where the hell is he? Alright, let's go. Ooh, thunder. That's fun. Alright, San Juan, I'm going to have you immediately change speed to 16 knots and go hard over to the right. Also turn your radar and sonar on, drop speed to 12, actually. Go shoot this guy down. I don't want to be shadowed indefinitely. Any sign of enemy torpedoes? Nothing yet. Get them, Wildcats. Actually, what kind of float? Yeah, that's a sub-float plane. 2 pontoons. Devonia, I would caution you from taking too many lessons from the Azure-Armenian conflict, if only because that's a very unique conflict in the sense where the Armenians completely lacked effective anti-aircraft fire or an ability to project anti-aircraft fire, and so drones were far more decisive in that conflict than they likely would be in a conflict where you had competent SAM capabilities. Anyway, why did these guys all just randomly stop moving? God damn it. Dive bomber! Enemy dive bomber! Do we have fighters involved? What do we got here? Wildcats, but no cruiser, thank God. Move the Wildcats up to O'Bannon. I will say in this scenario, at least in the game's defense, my fighters were not very close to the destroyer in this instance, so... Hey, look, more enemy torpedo bombers. Literally starting right on top of me. Close the distance with them, boys. Go get them. Enemy torpedo bombers are starting behind us. We might be able to dodge them. The likelihood of us dodging the dive bombers is far less, I think. Modern day China versus the US. I don't know, Elka. I don't know how they would handle tons and tons of missiles in the air. I'm not sure if the engine is set up to support that or not. Our fighters are still way the hell off. It says we're moving at 27 knots, but I don't believe that. This guy's moving slow as hell. Flank speed! Screw the moderate flooding. Go! Oh yeah, they're attacking over the rear of the ship where I don't have any working 5-inch guns, so that's nice. Left full rudder. Present 'em your ass. Rudder is damaged, obviously, so I think we're turning by propeller, by the way. Enemy torpedoes are in the water. We're not going to dodge these. Our best hope is that if there is one or two that hit us, that they actually go under our stern. All right, second group of bombers coming in. 2 hits on that first drop. Nope, we're gone. Just 1 hit on that first drop, by the way. No hits on the second drop, but all it took was 1 torpedo. She's a goner. And the dive bombers finished her off with 3 direct hits. O'Bannon, you made a good run of it, sir. You made a good run of it. Fang South, thank you very much for the follow. And it's over for O'Bannon. Wait, really? I can't... Okay, there, now I can leave. Oh, those fuckers just dropped on me to spite me, huh? I don't want to shoot any of them down. I'm too lazy to do that. Well, we lost another destroyer. Alright, so the Wildcats, you guys can go up here to protect the carrier, I guess, as it tries to scoot away. San Juan is also trying to get out of there. Well, unfortunately, this is the end of the line, folks. The O'Bannon was sunk. A valiant run. I'm not sure I've seen a ship in this game go through quite as much as this particular one did. And for a while, it felt like she might make it out of there, that she might escape. Torpedoes going under her hull, not detonating, avoiding bombs just barely. It seemed like maybe she was going to live a charmed life, and at the end of the day, it all came down to naught. And I'm sure that's how a lot of experiences in World War II were for certain ships, where it seemed like maybe you had a little bit of a lucky charm, and then all of a sudden you didn't. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll probably return to a little bit more editing, cutting things down, trying to make a little bit more progress. I mean, frankly, this stream that this was pulled from was basically just like 2 hours of me trying to get the O'Bannon out and then failing at the last minute. So we'll see how we kind of manage the future streams in this. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Leave me your thoughts down below, as always. And until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'm out.